What's up, guys? Welcome back to Peaceful Ambition. Guys, if you are new to Peaceful Ambition, please make sure you join in on the tribe. Hit that subscription button down below. And if you are already part of the tribe, what's up? Hello. Welcome back, guys. I'm super excited to do this vlog today, guys. And the reason why is because I'm talking about my labor and delivery story. Those of you who don't know, I was pregnant about a week ago. And I actually had my baby, like I said, almost a week ago. And I just want to talk about my experience because I have not talked to you guys just face to face in a while and just had a little chit chat, you know what I mean? And this is something that's very important to me, that it's a big event that just happened to me. So y'all already know, anytime I'm going through something or something happens to me, I gotta spill the tea with my friends, with my tribe. So here I am, guys, ready to start this video. Before I do, make sure you hit that thumbs up for me, please, and let's get into it. So actually, y'all, before we actually get into it, I just want to apologize if I look tired, y'all. Your girl is living on minimum sleep, and we'll get into that too. Not only my birth story, but also, I guess, postpartum, because it has been a week. I've been at the hospital for at least 3-4 days now. Only stayed 2. So kind of want to talk to you guys about that and just the changes and all that stuff. So yeah, I'm tired. The baby is actually napping right now, so I'm trying to squeeze in this video. And then I got to start cooking dinner soon because the other 2 kids will be home. So, you know, I got this. I got this. No, but seriously, guys, I can't believe that my baby, my nugget, is almost a week. Time is like flying like this, which is definitely a blessing because this time last week, I was a nervous wreck. So I didn't tell you guys beforehand, but I already had a date set up that I was going to go and get my C-section. And I didn't even tell anyone my due date or anything like that, which was eating me up inside. But I was actually due on Sunday, this past Sunday, Mother's Day. So May 12th was my due date for Nugget to be here. But I knew that I was going to have her the week before, and I set that date for May 8th. So she was born last Wednesday. I knew she was going to be born on a Wednesday and all that stuff, maybe like 2-3 weeks before. So my due date, I was excited about it when they first told me that it was Mother's Day. I'm like, oh, that's cute. Oh, I'll be a mother again on Mother's Day. But then I thought about it. It's going to rotate as far as what day in America, because I know that other countries, they have Mother's Day on different days, but her birthday is going to rotate, so it's not always going to be Mother's Day, so I guess it really didn't matter. But this year her birthday would have fell on Mother's Day, which was really cute. But I wanted to get the baby out of me, so I was okay with her coming out at 39 weeks. The extra week was just the sugar on top, and she was okay because this baby was big, and I'll get to that also. I'll let you guys know how much she was. So I had an appointment 2 days before my C-section. They just checked me, make sure I wasn't dilated or anything like that. And they gave me some type of antibacterial soap that I had to basically clean my area with, let it sit on me for 2 minutes. Because, you know, I was going in to have a C-section, which is major surgery. So basically, I had to prepare myself, y'all, not only physically with the soap and packing bags, but mentally. This was probably one of my hardest C-sections by far. And I wouldn't say as far as like the actual process of getting the C-section, because I would say it went pretty smooth once we got to the hospital, checked in and all that stuff. But mentally, y'all, this was mentally clean. My meds was so off during the C-section. And I'm normally not like that. I'm normally calm and just talking to myself. But this time in my head, I was panicking. Tuesday, they told me, this is what they told me at my appointment on Monday. They said, tomorrow you cannot eat food after 12 o'clock. And you have to call us at 4 o'clock in the morning, be at the hospital at 5 o'clock in the morning, and then your C-section is scheduled for 7 o'clock in the morning. So I'm like, okay, I know I scheduled for a 7 o'clock appointment, but I gotta call y'all at 4 o'clock too. So with that being said, y'all, I didn't sleep. I did not sleep. I think Andre made a nice hearty meal. We had dumplings, pumpkin, I think banana, yam, just like a whole bunch of ground provision with the dumplings. And then I think he made butter beans with saltfish. So I smashed that food because I knew that I wasn't really gonna be able to eat because I'm not a fan of hospital food. But I smashed it, guys. I tore it up, let's just say that. Just in time because I ate earlier and then I was like, oh, I'm good, I'm good. And then as the clock started ticking down closer to 11, 12, even though I know it's bad to eat that late anyway, but I was pregnant. So I ate anytime I really wanted to. But I was like, you know what, let me just get one more plate. And I had that food and I was good for the rest of the night, but I did not sleep. I did not sleep at all. So I ended up calling the maternity ward around 4 o'clock, just like they said, because I was up in my bed tossing and turning, and so was Nugget tossing and turning. I'm just like, I'm gonna see your face soon, just talking to her. And Andre's over there knocked out. The kids is knocked out. I'm just like in the dark, just sitting there in the dark. But I called them around 4 o'clock. They was like, is this Miss Wise? I was like, yes. They already knew it was me. They said they already had a room. So I was like, okay, Wise, come on, let's go. I was super excited, guys. We got in the car. I was still excited. When we got to the hospital, I started panicking. We got to the hospital and I was like, oh my gosh, I can't believe this. There was a moment when I didn't feel like I was ready. I felt like I wanted to turn back and just let her come naturally and not really take her out. And the reason being is because I was having contractions that Tuesday. All throughout the day, I was having contractions, but they weren't every 5 minutes. They weren't, maybe some of them were a minute, but they weren't consistently a minute. So I was just like, she's on her way out anyway. Let me just try to like, I don't know. I was making excuses, but Andre's like, girl, if you don't get your butt out the car. So I ended up, getting out. I was so nervous when we walked in the hospital. I was like literally shaking, like, oh my gosh, I'm about to see my baby. And my last baby at that, it hits a little different when you know that, oh, you about to have a child and get your tubes tied at the same time. There is I don't want to say no way, but this is it. This is it for you. So I had all those things just working in my head, and I'm just like, oh my gosh, this is my 4th C-section, and I don't know what to expect. I was just a nervous wreck. So we ended up getting in the hospital. They took us to our room. I was just breathing, trying not to have a panic attack. And I think it really hit me, the panic attack that I was trying not to have, is when me and Andre separated. They made me walk, which I was like, y'all don't have a wheelchair. Can I like wheel myself to the operating room? It's like, no, you can walk. So I walked to the operating room and they're like, okay, we just need you to lay on this table. No, they did my epidural first. And I hate epidurals, but I love epidurals. Of course, I needed one because I was getting cut open. But the way that they did it so fast. I still felt the pinch. I still felt the pain and everything, but it just happened so fast. But when they laid me on the bed and mentally and physically, I could no longer control my legs. That's when the panic attack happened. It got real, y'all. When they were poking my legs, can you feel that? Do you feel this? And I was like, no, I can't. And of course, I'm not supposed to because I'm getting cut open. But at the same time, I'm already just freaking out about me about to have a baby. And at the same time, like, I can't feel my legs. What if something happens and I can never feel my legs and I can't walk? So my mind is just going all over the place. But Andre came in and he was like, you okay? And I'm like, knowing that I'm not, but I was just trying to breathe in my head. Like, Tiera, breathe. They told me that they were starting. I still felt pressure from them tugging. I smelled my burnt skin. I felt them like snipping, but I didn't feel the pain behind it. It was really weird. And those of you who had C-sections, tell me if you felt that, because I felt like with this one, I felt a little bit more tugging and pushing and pulling than I did with my other ones. I don't know, maybe my epidural was to the T to make me just numb. But with my other kids, I literally didn't feel anything. Nothing until, well, I felt the point when they were pulling the baby out and there was pressure. But other than that, I never felt anything. So I'm not saying that it hurt, but I just felt the motions of whatever they were doing. So um, when they finally pulled the baby out, oh my gosh, I was trying to look to see her, like, where is she? Where is she? And I couldn't really see because it was like two doctors or two nurses over there. And then Andre got up and he was looking at her. And I'm just like, does she have all her fingers? I always say that, guys. Does she have all her fingers and toes? That's like the first thing that I always ask Andre. And he's like, yeah, she does. And he comes back over to me. He's like, are you okay? Because at this point, y'all, I just had tears just coming down my face. And I'm just like, crying. And I probably was crying even before they pulled her out. And it was more so because of the pressure. And then, like I told you, I was kind of freaking out in my head. So I was trying to calm myself down, but still very emotional. And I dropped some tears, y'all. I cried. I definitely cried. So once Andre came back to me, right behind him was the nurse with Nugget. And when I tell y'all, I'm laying there like this lady literally puts the baby on my face. Like, do you see her? I'm like, I can't, I can't see her that good. Like me and her cheek are touching each other. And I'm just like trying to back my head up because I want to see what the baby looks like. But this lady got her on my face. And then I'm like, I can't see. She's like, oh, I'm sorry. Because she was looking over the curtain. So she wasn't really paying attention. And she was like, oh, I'm sorry. And then she gave the baby to Wise. And then he was holding her. And we were just talking and all that stuff and everything. So that was basically the delivery, y'all. Once that happened, what did they do? I think they took her and Andre. They went to like another room or something like that. I think they finished stitching me up and doing my TL, my tubal. And then once they got done with that, I remember them wheeling me. Y'all, this is weird thinking about it. Normally when the baby comes, I pass out. I normally see the baby and be like, oh, okay. And then wake up in recovery. But this time around, I remember them stitching me up. I remember them taking me to recovery. They brought the baby in there with me. I think Andre and the baby was already there. And then that's when Andre decided to go and get the kids and everything. So basically it was just me and the baby. I was able to, they had me up. I really still couldn't feel my legs or anything like that, but I was holding her. And immediately, do you want to breastfeed? I'm like, okay. So I immediately, because she came out sucking, wanting some food, of course, just like Talani was. We were in the recovery room for about 2 hours. We got actually wheeled to our real room. And by the time I got to the real room, maybe like an hour or so after, Wise came with the kids and they were so excited. They were so excited to see her face and just to see her. Talani was like, you can see all her teeth in her mouth because she was smiling so hard. And it's a joy to see my kids to get excited about their siblings and to see, what God can create and to see a little baby grow up in their eyes also, because it's crazy because Akira, my oldest, who is 13, I tell her like, you were this little. She's like, yeah, I know. I'm like, time went fast. And she's like, yeah, it does. But now that she saw Talani, not really so much Tayden because she was only 2 when Tayden was born, so she don't really remember him being born. But definitely with Talani and now Nugget, seeing them come from inside my womb to now my 5-year-old Talani having her teeth coming out, going to kindergarten. Akira's like, oh my gosh, I remember when she was just crawling. I remember when she was just saying mama, dad. I'm like, that's how it is with you. So it's really, just amazing to see how life cycles and just watching my kids grow to their own individual self. This is the easy stage. I would do newborn stage anytime over some other stages, but we ain't gonna touch on that. So after I had her, like I said, we got to the room, the kids came, and I think visitation hours were like 9, 10, and they stayed the whole time. Literally, they stayed the whole time. So it was nice having company, but at the same time, I was so tired. I was so out of it, y'all. Like, so probably drugged up. And by the end of the day, by the time they were leaving, I was a little bit okay. I just was like really tired. The baby was tired too. So we did get sleep. She did wake up also. But that first night probably was somewhat the best night because she slept pretty good. So now we're home. We've been home since last Friday. And I have to say it's bittersweet to be home because now that I'm home, it's kind of like, okay, reality hit me, which is good. Believe me, I'm happy to be home. But at the same time, my husband is back on the road. He's a truck driver. He took time off before the baby came. Um, and of course, to be here for the birth. And now he has to get back on the road because I'm on maternity leave. He can't be on maternity leave. Both of us on leave because these bills are still here. So he's back on the road. So right now it's just me and the kids. Like I said, it's almost been a week since I had her. I definitely see a lot of improvements from, of course, the first day of my surgery. In the hospital, when I tell y'all they was popping me Perks and Motrin and putting stuff in my IV and all that stuff. So I was feeling good in the hospital. I was like, this is the easiest. I got this. You know, I had to wait. I had to get up and walk around, which definitely helps when it comes to C-section. So I didn't have a problem with that. I was able to pee like the second day, which is really good because normally I really struggle with that. And if you know, you know, I'm not even going to get into it. So in the hospital, I was good, but I was ready to go because the food was nasty. The food was not there, not at all. One night, I actually had Andre bring me some Chick-fil-A. Yeah, because I was in the hospital for like, I think 2-3 days. 2-3 days. Wednesday, I went in Wednesday, left Friday. So 3 days, I guess, yeah. So being home, like I said, is bittersweet. I love that my baby can stay in her bed, can lay in her actual bed, and you know, things have been just, I guess, going through the motions. I myself, I'm still trying to get a whole, you know, schedule going on because I still got to make sure I'm taking the other kids to school and all that stuff. I am no longer taking my meds. When I came home, they didn't give me Percocet. They gave me some Oxy and ibuprofen. But yesterday I told myself it's my last day of taking the ibuprofen and I stopped taking the Oxy. Basically, probably my second day coming home. I choose to do this and I did with all my C-sections. When I come home, I normally try to not use any type of pain medication. I know that sounds crazy, but I don't like taking pills, y'all. I have a hard time with swallowing pills. Like literally people's like, just put water, drink some water and throw the pill in there and swallow it. I can't do that. I can't do that. I literally have to take some toast or a cracker or something, eat it, put the pill in there and just swallow it and not think about it. If I have, or maybe applesauce, I don't know, y'all. I'm a baby when it comes to taking pills. So I'm not taking anything. If I feel like I start getting a headache or, you know, if I'm doing too much, which I'm trying not to do too much, then that's different. Then I'll take something to calm me down or to help me with the pain that I'm having. But I'm not trying to get to that point. So I'm not taking any pain medications. I'm feeling okay. I do have this wrap on that the hospital gave me. I've been trying to wear it more in the house. And just, you know, every now and then. It's kind of dirty. The baby was on me. But other than that, y'all, I'm taking it slow. I'm not rushing my body to recovery. Not saying that I don't want to get a fast recovery, but I'm going to make sure that I am totally healed because that's one thing in the past. The doctor said, it looks like you tried to do too much, you were lifting too much, and you made a lot of scar tissue. And of course, having 3 C-sections is a lot. Now, having 4 C-sections is like bananas. So I'm not getting cut anymore. And he said that he was able to take out a lot of the scar tissue. And I forgot to tell you guys, I passed a big blood clot. So that was another thing why I think after I had the baby, why I was so drowsy and kind of out of it, because I lost a lot of blood. They actually wanted to give me blood or something like that, but I said no, I didn't want it. So they ended up just giving me like a bag of iron because I really needed some iron. So I lost a chunk. I want to say they said it was the size of like a small orange or bigger. It was too much for me to lose. So, and it was like I passed it through. So I don't know if I don't know where it came from. I don't know if they saw it in me. I don't know if it passed through. I'm gonna ask my doctor, but they did tell me that I had a big blood clot that they removed or something like that. So basically, that's my labor story, y'all. I'm sorry if I was all over the place. Um, I'm so happy that my baby is here. I must say that. Guys, if you don't know, I also have a family channel. My husband and I plan on going on there to reveal the baby's name. So you guys look out for that. And I'm just so thankful. I am so, so thankful that here I am, 35 years old, just had a healthy baby. Oh, forgot to tell you guys. I know. She was 8 pounds, 12 ounces. 8 pounds, 12 ounces. To me, that's a big baby. My 5-year-old, she was 8 pounds, 6 ounces. And then my 2 older kids were like 7 pounds and something, something. So Nugget definitely won the award for the biggest baby. She said, I'm here, why not? So I'm kind of happy that I didn't wait till 40 weeks because she probably would have been tipping 10 pounds. Yeah, she's definitely a big baby, and she got the biggest cheeks in the world. Just she's so cute, y'all. She's so cute. But yeah, people, I just wanted to share that story with you guys. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Please ask questions below. Maybe I can do like a Q&A about labor or just anything that I've been through. I just went through a whole 9 months of being pregnant, and now I am on my postpartum vibe. And I don't know. Let's see how this goes. Normally, it's a roller coaster for me, but this time around, I want to be more in control of my emotions and just to make it something to, be happy that I'm not working and to be more relaxing. Most of my postpartum times when I had my other kids were not as relaxing. So that's what I'm going to do more this time. Relax, take care of myself, take care of my baby. So I love y'all. I know y'all love me, and I appreciate y'all. Remember, let your ambition be your peace. If you are new to the tribe, subscribe. Also, guys, find me on my family channel, The Wise Family. It says 5 right now. We are going to change it. The Wise Family 5. Go ahead and find us on Instagram also. And I'll see y'all later. I love y'all. Thank y'all for the blessings, the congratulations. Just look out for more on the family channel and from Peaceful.